Hello, everyone. My name is Sarafi, and I'm happy to meet you all. Happy Halloween! It's going to be a fun night. Please tune into the stream tonight. I'm going to be playing a bunch of spooky decks on Ranked. That includes Skull Servants, Unchained, um, Zombie World, Shiranui, any other Fiend or Zombie decks I can think of, Evil Heroes, whatever, maybe Cyber Darks if I can figure out a list. Whatever fun Halloween themed decks we can come up with, and it'll be viewers requested, so you're welcome to ask for anything as long as it's in theme. Uh, we'll have fun tonight, so hop on. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at Pokemon trading card game Pocket, which came out yesterday. This is mobile only, and making content for it is a big pain. I tried so many different things to actually make it come on my PC, and finally I just decided to cast from my phone, which still has a lot of problems. But at the very least, I can make content for you guys. So let's take a look at it. So, you have 3 packs, and they're all part of the generic Apex bundle. But the packs do have different cards in them. So, let's see. So, Mewtwo's pack has Mewtwo EX, it has Venusaur, Cubone and Marowak, Gengar, Dragonite, Dratini, Dragonair, and Gardevoir? Yeah. Charizard has Charizard EX, Moltres EX, Exeggutor, Erica, Flareon, and Lapras. And Pikachu has Pikachu EX, Raichu, Snorlax, Blastoise EX, Eevee, Wigglytuff, Brock. Yep. Okay. And I know that doesn't mean a whole lot when you haven't seen a lot of the cards. Let's see if I can bring up a card to give you as an example. Hold on. So my ace is Blastoise EX. Blastoise EX is a Stage 2 Pokemon, Water type with 180 health. It has 2 attacks. If you have 2 energy attached, you can use Surf for 40 damage. If you have at least 3 energy attached, you can use Hydro Bazooka, which does 100 damage normally, but if it has at least 2 extra water energies for a total of 5 water energies, it does 160 damage. That's enough to clear basically anything, including Dragonite. So this is a very powerful Pokemon, but it's an EX Pokemon. If it gets knocked out, my opponent takes 2 prizes. Okay, let me explain how the game works. So, let's see. Best way to do that is to just hop into a game. Alright, we're going first. So you start with 5 cards in your hand. And unlike the actual Pokemon TCG, there are no energy cards. You don't have to search for energy cards. You don't have to worry about energy cards being the wrong color. Instead, you have this little tablet at the bottom right of your screen, and that tablet determines, if you have an energy, you can then attach it to any one of your Pokemon once per turn. So that's very powerful. It allows you to basically forego the risk of running out of energies or not having energy every turn. Very good. However, there's a few caveats. Number 1, if you have multiple types of energies in your deck, then it will switch between them every turn. So you have, let's say that your deck is a Dragonite deck. It has lightning energies and water energies. Well, some turns you'll get water energies and some turns you'll get lightning energies, and you don't have control over that. Next up, we have the fact that you cannot attach an energy on the first turn, which is unfortunate. Okay, so let's see. We are going to start the game by playing a Pokemon from our hand in our active monster zone, and then we'll also place one Pokemon on the bench. Now, Pokemon TCG Pocket will always draw you a basic Pokemon. There's no mulligans like there is in the real game, but you always have to have a basic Pokemon in your hand. So a basic Pokemon will be randomly drawn from your deck at least one every game. That does mean if you only play 2 copies of one basic Pokemon, that you will always have that one Pokemon in your hand. But if you only have 2 Pokemon, it better be a good one. Let's get started. Fun as Pidgey. I go first. I can't attack or attach an energy, so I'm going to play a Pokeball to draw a random basic Pokemon. Obviously, that's completely different from the Pokeball in the real game, where you have to flip a coin and then you can potentially add any Pokemon from your deck to your hand. The next up, we're going to play Pokemon Research, or Professor Research, draw 2. Ooh, we got Blastoise EX and we got Lapras. I don't currently have Squirtle, so we're going to leave one space on the bench open for Squirtle. But we'll play Lapras and we'll end our turn. Now, our opponent has a Pidgey. The AI doesn't like to put Pokemon on their bench until the start of their first turn for some reason. So yeah, they have as many Pokemon as I did, but they just didn't put them there. Alright. So he gets to attack first. He attached oh, perfect, we drew our Squirtle. Okay. Play Squirtle on the bench. We're going to attach 1 water energy to our Pukamu. Pukamu only needs 1 water energy, so now we can start charging up our Squirtle. So 30 damage. I can't evolve into Wartortle yet. You can only evolve the turn after you played the card or evolved it. So, my turn. I'm going to attach a water energy to my Squirtle, and I'm going to evolve it into Wartortle. Now, I can't attack with Wartortle because Wartortle requires 2 energies, but that's okay because we're not using Wartortle to attack. We're using Pukamu to attack. I'll go ahead and use my Pokeball as my full art Squirtle. Looks great. Alright. Rain Splash again. Alright, we managed to defeat a Pidgey. Now we get a prize. Now, in this game there are only 3 prizes as opposed to 6 prizes like in the real game, and most importantly, the prizes are not cards. One of the biggest problems of Pokemon, besides the fact that the energy cards were inconsistent, is the fact that prizes were creating a win more system, where if you knocked out an opponent's Pokemon early, not only were you closer to winning the game, but you got an extra card from your prize pile into your hand. That was always the intention, of course. It was a reward, but that made it really difficult to come back. So in this game, they've removed that. You don't get extra cards when you knock Pokemon out, and that's giving the opponent a better chance to potentially come back, which I really like. Alright, we're going to evolve our Rattata into Raticate. Raticate has the same energy cost as Rattata, just 1, so there's no point not doing it. And then we're going to evolve our Wartortle into Blastoise EX. Now, there is a regular Blastoise in the game if you would like to play that one, but you shouldn't. We're going to attach another water energy to our Blastoise, and then we're going to pay the retreat cost of our Pukamu. Detach 1 energy to play Blastoise EX in the active monster zone. Oh, now it's important to note, the energy cards are like put down here, you can see that, and Pukamu no longer has any energy cards because it retreated. There is no energy card to actually go in the discard pile. Well, okay, there is a water energy in my discard pile, I guess. I don't know if there are any ways to recover energy cards from the discard pile, but since energy cards are not an actual card, I would assume not. Alright, we're going to use Surf. Because the opponent's Pokemon is a fire type, it has a 20 weakness. So it's not like ×2 like it is in Pokemon. It's just 20 extra damage. But that's enough for me to knock that Heatlamore out, or that Salandit out immediately. He's going to put another Salandit in his zone, play a Vulpix and attach it, and then Scratch for 20. That's okay. Alright, we draw, we get another energy, we'll attach it to Blastoise. Now we can use Hydro Bazooka. So we hit for 120, knock the opponent out again. That's 3 wins, so we win the game. Excellent. Okay. So that's just an AI, but there are ways to play against other people easily. So let's see. So you can do private matches, which is basically you just enter a password, and then anyone in the world can enter the same password, and then you two can fight each other. Or you can go for random matches, and then you can choose your rank, basically, and then start fighting with people. If you want to create a deck, you just pull up your collection, and you choose Pokemon. You can have up to 20 cards, and you can have up to 2 of each card, even though you can have more than 2 of a card. So, for example, I have 3 copies of Ponyta, but I can only put 2 of them in my deck. Let's see. So you just pick a type and a theme, and you start going with it. Once you've added like a Pokemon to your pool, then that will change the energies. Let me see. Let's see if I can find where the energies are. But you can remove energies. So, for example, one of the popular decks right now is to play Dragonite, which is lightning and water, with Weezing, which is a dark Pokemon, but all you do is you use Weezing's health to tank attacks, and you also use Weezing's Pokemon ability, which allows you to poison the opponent's active Pokemon without actually attacking, in order to stall while you charge up your Dragonite. I lost to that last night on stream. So when you build that deck, you just take the dark energy out of your deck because you're not actually going to play any dark energies. That's kind of a cool idea. I like it a lot. Yeah, so you can see now there's like a fighting energy there because I put a Sandshrew in my deck. Okay, you can also rent decks, but only 10 times, and you can only use them against like you can only use them against NPCs. So that's a fun little option. Then they have like recommended deck lists, which you can get from completing certain missions. Overall, I think the game is pretty fun. I think it's fast-paced, and it solves a lot of the problems that I have with the Pokemon trading card game. So I'm enjoying it. The artwork looks great. The music is fine. And I think it's a good way to kill 10 minutes a day. So if you guys like it, then I'll continue to make videos about it. My name is Serafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.